What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers back at y'all with a reaction. Well, looky what we got here. I was about to react to a song, and my apologies to my friends on Twitter that I told I was supposed to react to that song. But this popped up on my homepage, and I got to react to it. I mean, come on. Y'all, if you've been rocking with me, you already know why. I don't have to explain it. You saw the title. So, this is Royce the 5'9's message to Eminem STANS. Addresses Snoop comments. He's doing an interview with Unabashedly REGGIE, who, by the way, is a dope YouTuber. Love his channel. I've been subscribed to him for a while. I will provide the link to this in the description box, so y'all make sure y'all click on that link and go like, comment, share, subscribe. Because we're not doing the entire interview. We're only doing part of it. I have fast forwarded it to about a little bit after 2 minutes. The first 2 minutes, unabashedly, Reggie's just talking about Royce, achieving GOAT status, legendary status, and how now if people name Royce as in their top 5 or whatever, that people don't bat an eye, that they're like, yeah, they understand, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they were talking about the first 2 minutes, and then they were about to start talking about the Eminem STANS, whatever, which that would be me. That includes me. I don't know if you would consider me a stan or a fan. Y'all let me know in the comments. What do y'all think? Am I a stan or am I a fan? I have not heard all of his songs, but I do know a whole lot about him. And I have been a fan since '99. And I do call him my husband. And there's only there's only 5 people on Twitter that I have all notifications turned on for, and he is one of them. So y'all let me know, do y'all think I'm a stan or a fan? I just did a remix called I'm a Stan to Salt and Pepper, What a Man Beat. And I was singing, I'm a stan, I'm a stan, I'm a stan, I'm a very proud stan. I want to take a minute or two and give much respect due to the men that's made a difference in my world. And although I have no chance at having a romance, I'm going to keep saying I'm his girl. But I don't sweat it, because it's just pathetic to let it get me all sad and care about the crowd. I know that I am not perfect. I give props to those who deserve it, and believe me, y'all M's worth it. So here's to my future, because he got me through my past. I finally found somebody. No, he has tracks that can make me laugh. He's so crazy. But I ain't having no more babies. That's the first verse. Just like the original, I wrote 4 verses and a hook. Okay, I guess I am a stan. I answered my own question, huh? But I am curious to know what y'all think. So, like right now, so y'all don't forget by the end of the reaction, because it's going to be a pretty good long reaction, because the whole interview is 15 minutes long. I fast forwarded it. I hate saying that word, fast forwarded it to 2 minutes 4 seconds. I don't know how long they talk about the whole Eminem thing. If they talk about it the whole rest of the 13 minutes, we're going to watch it. If they don't, then we won't. So, I don't know. We'll see. So right now, type in the comments either stan or fan. And then I also want you to put beside that, like put your and then put either stan or fan, and then tell me what you are. You can say you're a stan, I'm a fan. You're a fan, I'm a stan. You're a stan, I'm neither. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what y'all are. Are y'all Eminem stans or fans or neither? And I want to know what y'all think I am, a stan or a fan. Because I know I sure as hell ain't neither. I'm one of them, either a stan or a fan. But y'all let me know what y'all think I am. And let me know what y'all are. Alright, y'all. Again, I'm going to provide the link to this in the description box. So please make sure y'all go and check it out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I've been subscribed to him for a minute. So, yeah. April G. Squad. Fist bump. Love y'all. Let's get it.
Question that. Like, everyone has their top, right? So now when people say Royce, nobody's going to blink an eye. They totally understand. And I think that's really dope for me to see. Because
I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I'd never listened to Royce's music until I started my channel. That includes Bad Meets Evil. Never listened to it. I mean, I've reacted to, I think, 2 or 3 songs off of it. That's it. I gotta react to Detroit versus Everybody off of it. There's a lot of Eminem songs that I have never heard. Believe it or not. Which makes me happy and sad. Happy because I can react to them and I have new Eminem songs to hear. And sad because I feel like I betrayed him. Oh, but yeah, I didn't start listening to Royce's stuff until I started my channel almost a year ago. He is an amazing lyricist. He definitely is legend status, GOAT status. As far as the stuff that's being said about him, it's upsetting. But I just want to see what he has to say about me. Because I am an Eminem fan or stan. I'm a whatever you want to call me. But Eminem's my #1 favorite rapper, artist of all time. So I want to see what Royce has to say to me.
And I think that's really dope for me to see because I always love what you did.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you brought up the Snoop thing.
Yeah,
and I want to talk about that for a second because I got to go take a piss.
Okay.
But I got into a straight up argument with a lot of Marshall's fans.
Yeah.
Let me just say something to address all of Marshall's fans, just so I'm clear. Yeah. Just so we're clear.
And most people watching my channel are all Eminem fans. So you're talking.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna break this down so it can forever be broke. Okay. Yes, I am triggered in these times today. I'm very concerned with a lot of the things that are happening in America.
Yeah.
As I grow older, I start to look at some of these things that are happening, especially in the realm of police brutality. It's becoming very difficult for me to look at these situations and not feel like it's being done to me.
I can totally understand that. Can I relate to it? No. No. And I'm not going to pretend I can. But I could totally understand where it's coming from.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just noticing all of the different ways that it affects me. And I'm learning that we're not separate. We're not every man for himself. It's black people is black people, you know? And so as I start to express just how I feel about things, you know, with me, it started with sobriety. Before sobriety.
Kudos, Royce, on your sobriety. I too am in recovery. Sobriety, recovery, it's the same thing. For those that don't know, alcoholics tend to use the word sobriety. Addicts tend to use the word recovery, just like alcoholics tend to use the word sober. Addicts tend to use the word clean, but it all means the same thing, pretty much. The differences are because in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, they use the terms alcoholic, sobriety, and sober. And then in NA, Narcotics Anonymous, they use addict, recovery, and clean. So, I mean, but it all means the same thing. And Alcoholics Anonymous, everybody's welcome, but it has a singleness of purpose. So when you share, like if your drug of choice wasn't alcohol, you would still say alcohol, out of respect for the fellowship, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't to people who aren't addicts or alcoholics, but anyway, I was open-minded enough to where I could do that. So because it just didn't bother me to do that, you know. Alcohol's a drug, you know what I'm saying? So, and then in NA, Narcotics Anonymous, that they include all drugs, including alcohol, everything, including alcohol. So, you know. Anyway, I just celebrated 9 years clean on August 8th, 8/8. Eminem just celebrated 12 years clean on April the 20th, 4/20. And his album Recovery, which was released in 2010, is what helped to both change and save my life. And I went to rehab in August 2011. Yep.
With me, it started with sobriety. Before sobriety, it was just me rapping about how well I could rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just spoke about.
Yeah.
And then when I got sober, I felt the need to open up and share with you guys a little bit more of who I am.
Yeah. They tell us the best thing about recovery is you get your feelings back. The worst thing about recovery is you get your feelings back. Why do y'all think I'm such an emotional person? I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot. You know, for 15 years, y'all. Was it 15 years or 14? 16 to 30. For 14 years, y'all, I lived in active addiction. Okay, 14 years. A decade and a half almost. where I bottled up my feelings and I self-medicated so I wouldn't have feelings of pain or anger or hurt or sadness or whatever, grief, all that. So then when I got clean, all those feelings just come back, you know what I'm saying? And at first you don't know how to deal with them. But you have to learn or you're going to end up getting high or drunk again.
And then I certainly felt the need to just rhyme about my sobriety and what I had went through. So once I started to hear the reaction to me rhyming about my sobriety, and I started noticing that I was helping people.
That's it. Like, when I got out of rehab, my big thing was Facebook, which I still run my recovery ministry on Facebook. I've got 3 recovery pages and 1 recovery group. It's a closed group, so it's a members only type thing, so only members can see what's posted in it. But I still run those. I do have admins that help me in my group, but I run all 3 of the recovery pages by myself. But anyway, where was I going with that? Yeah. When I got out of rehab and I started to get on Facebook, and then at 18 months clean, when I was a year and a half clean, I picked up the pen again and started writing again. And I wrote my first poem, and I called my sponsor, Patty. She cried and said it was beautiful and it was my gift and all that. I still didn't think of it that way. And I was 31, and I said, man, screw it. And I shared it on Facebook and got a really good response for it. So, yeah, and I've been writing again ever since. I wrote when I was a little girl and a teenager, all the way until the school shooting happened. And I started getting high. Yeah. So, and I decided I wanted to share my writing after a couple months of doing reactions and, starting my channel. I decided I wanted to share my writing with y'all, on this platform publicly to hopefully help people. Just like Royce just said, he saw he was helping people and it makes you feel good. And not only that, like, I learned, I can only keep what I have by giving it away. And like, my family threw a fit when I would post poems on Facebook. But I don't care. It's my story, and if y'all don't like it, block me. Don't read it. Sorry, y'all, but he's talking about, I get really passionate about certain subjects, and addiction recovery is one of them.
Man, it gave me new life, not only just as an artist, but just as a person, because for the first time in my life, I felt like I was doing good.
Yep.
I felt like I was putting good into the universe instead of just evil, bad all the time. And I like the way that shit felt. I like the way that it feels. Mm-hmm. So it's therapeutic. And then along with going to therapy, like I started identifying with my anxiety, and then I started to become more confident. I started to become more vocal. I started to become more vocal in interviews. I started to enjoy doing interviews, and that turned into me mentoring.
Wonder how long Royce has been sober. I'm going to Google that.
Younger artists.
Uh-huh.
you know, like, and I started to notice that I was helping out there. And now I'm feeling like I only want to do good. I don't want to do bad anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So along this process, what you're looking at now is just a product of therapy. And I'm a man today. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm a man today. I want to do better. I want to be better. I want to understand, and I want people to understand. You know what I mean? And like I said earlier, I pride myself on intent.
I will admit I did have a bit of attention issues, but actually I was a well appreciated student. Royce has 2 sons and 3 daughters. He is a recovering alcoholic. Been sober since September 11th, 9/11, 2012. Okay, so he just recently celebrated 8 years clean. Royce did. So happy belated 8 years sober, Royce. And again, y'all, the other stuff that's happening, I don't know, man. I don't know a whole lot about it. I have to do research. This is about just what this video is about.
So if I need to be able to sleep well at night. So there's certain games that goes along with this culture that it's people are conforming to, and people are feeling like they need to play in order to win or in order to do. I am not one of those people. I'm just not one of those people. So now I'm expressing my concern with the way things are happening to my people.
Yeah.
And I'm expressing my concern with systematic racism and the things that exist that are in place that are holding us back. Not blaming anybody. I'm pointing out what it is. And when a lot of my white fans and a lot of Marshall's white fans started to notice me doing that, I started to notice them showing me the discomfort that they have with me doing that. Well, along with that, turned into me also being uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So what's happening now is, yeah, my bad, bro. So I got to a point where I started noticing we were coming to a lot of points of contention, and I think that that's healthy to a degree.
Yep, it's good to debate. It's okay to debate. Like Roy said, to a degree. But when it starts getting that, disrespectful, that's where I draw the line. If I see that crap on my channel, you're gone. Period. Somebody that's been subscribed to my channel commented one word on one of my community posts, and I blocked them from my channel for one word. I don't play when it comes to that stuff. I posted a picture of Breonna Taylor, rest in peace, and it says "say her name" on it. And this person commented, "No." Really? Really? Well then, deuces, bitch. Bye. Don't get me started on that either, man. That's some bullshit too.
Sometimes it just feels like arguing, and then leading up to the whole Snoop thing. So a part of me being a loyal person and being a person of integrity and really, really being confident in the way that I articulate. I say what I mean, like I don't speak in riddles. Like if I say it or if I type it, that is what I mean. It doesn't mean you take it and you turn it into what you think I mean.
Yeah.
Because
But that's the thing about typing and texting, messaging, posting stuff on Twitter or Facebook, whatever. Anytime you type stuff out, that's the negative side of it, is the person receiving it or reading it um, can take it completely out of context. We've all been guilty of it. Every single person that's ever read a post on social media or a text message or a private message from someone has at some point in time took it out of context, took it the wrong way, or whatever. Because you can't read emotion with text, so they came out with emojis. So you can, put a heart or a smiley face or a, you know, that way it adds the feeling to it. It's silly if you think about it, but that's what it is.
now you're choosing my words for me. Now you're telling me what I'm thinking, and that triggers me. And I don't expect anybody to know how that feels, but
I do.
if you are a loyal person and if you are a person of integrity, you don't try to be that.
Right, you
Like
just are.
you're not being sincere if you're trying to be sincere.
No.
Right.
It's just a state of being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like as it pertains to my relationship with Marshall, I don't have to try to be loyal to Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
that just is what it is. I'm not going to offer clarification for everything that I have to say because somebody's triggered by the way that I've been behaving. You know what I mean? Like the one simple fix is to unfollow me if you feel like that you can't handle it.
Exactly.
Just understand that.
That was in my rap that I did called Them. I said, my feelings I'll never hide. If that really bothers you, unfollow and unsubscribe. And I meant it.
Unfollow me if you feel like that you can't handle it. Just understand that none of it is coming from a place to hurt you.
Yes.
None of it is coming from a place to hurt you. I have no desire to hurt anybody physically or emotionally, but I have no plan on stopping. And I would never let anybody walk all over me, physically or emotionally abuse me or any of my people. And that is not negotiable. So what's happening is Marshall's fans have a way that they see a black man standing next to him because he is a huge superstar.
Yeah.
They have a way that they think that a black man standing next to Marshall is supposed to behave and is supposed to be. Let me free your mind. I'm motherfucking Royce the 5'9".
What the fuck does that mean? See, I don't like that. I mean, Eminem's, was with D12. He was the only white member. The fuck you mean by that, Royce? See, I can't stand it when people generalize people into groups like that. I can't stand it. Whether it's generalizing white people, generalizing African Americans, generalizing doctors, generalizing whatever. Not all white people think the same and feel the same. Not all doctors, are bad. Not all nurses are bad. But there are bad people in every group, if that makes sense. But that don't make the whole group bad. Let's listen to that one more time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That just is what it is. I'm not going to offer clarification for everything that I have to say because somebody's triggered by the way that I've been behaving. You know what I mean? Like the one simple fix is to unfollow me if you feel like that you can't handle it. Just understand that none of it is coming from a place to hurt you.
Yes.
None of it is coming from a place to hurt you. I have no desire to hurt anybody physically or emotionally, but I have no plan on stopping physically. So what's happening is Marshall's fans have a way that they see a black man standing next to him because he is a huge superstar.
Yeah.
They have a way that they think that a black man standing next to Marshall is supposed to behave and is supposed to be.
Not me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right there, Royce.
Me free your mind. I'm motherfucking Royce the 5'9".
No shit.
Yeah.
We know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
rap.
you can.
I'm not a role player. Marshall is my big brother. I'm his little brother.
Right.
I'm Pippen. He's Jordan. When he gives me the ball, I'm putting the ball in the basket.
Right.
I don't play a role.
Right.
I don't sweep the floors up.
I get what you're saying, but come on, man. Don't generalize all of Eminem's fans like that and say all Eminem's fans think his black friends or black men that stand around him exactly what he just said are just there, that we think they're supposed to act a certain way around Eminem. That's bullshit. That's cap. That's bullshit.
Brother, I'm Pippen. He's Jordan. When he gives me the ball, I'm putting the ball in the basket. I don't play a role. I don't sweep the floors up at Shady Records. I have my own company.
Who's ever said anything about him sweeping? Oh my God.
I have my own money and I can fucking rap. As long as you can understand that, then we'll never have a problem. I love you if you love Marshall. If you choose not to follow me or love me through him, that's fine too. I'm always going to make great music and I'm always going to continue to grow.
I agree. Royce is an amazing lyricist. 100% I agree with that. Caterpillar is one of my favorite songs ever. But what you just said about Eminem fans think that, I don't like that. I don't like when people generalize people into groups because everybody is an individual person and has individual thoughts, views, beliefs, and should be treated with respect if they give respect. You know what I'm saying?
But standing up for my people will never stop being a passion for me. And if it makes you uncomfortable, then I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean? So I really wanted to just kind of put that out there. And the comment that I left under the Snoop comment, I thought that I was putting in perspective someone having a criteria for their top 5.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with anything Snoop said. I didn't agree with what he was saying. I understood what he was saying. And I feel like that he is, he's equipped to be able to give his opinion in that way because he's a legend.
Right.
Yeah.
That's me respect.
I mean, Snoop was the first true hip-hop I ever heard in my life. Those of you who've been rocking with me for a minute know that. My big brother. Matter of fact, in my rap slash poem, whatever you want to call it, whichever, called It Stops Where It Starts, where I talk about racism from my experience being a white woman, middle-aged woman. Oh, I'm getting old. In the Bible Belt, still in the Bible Belt. You know, in that poem, I say, oh, I lost my train of thought, y'all.
Able to give his opinion in that way because he's a legend.
Yeah.
That's
in that poem, I say, my big brother bought me a tape. My first time hearing hip hop. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Next up was Tupac. Always been about lyrics. Always listen to what is said. The more hip hop I heard, I saw the same message being spread. And then I go into my, paying homage to 4 legends in my mind, 4 goats. Tupac, rest in peace. Snoop, Biggie, rest in peace. And LL Cool J. And then, if y'all hadn't heard my piece, It Stops Where It Starts, check it out. It's been my most popular piece of work, my most reacted to piece of work. So much so it took 3 parts. 3 parts. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 of supporting reactors who reacted to that. And still there's a couple that have recently reacted to it they're not going to be on the supporting reactors video I'm working on right now, but they will be on the next one.
Me respecting a legend just like I respect my brother Marshall, who's a legend. I don't have to agree with him to understand what he's saying. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. And yes,
I agree with that. How many times have y'all heard me say we don't have to agree on anything to be respectful to one another? I say that all the time.
My criteria for albums is a little bit different than my criteria for MCs.
Yeah.
Doggy Style is way up there for me. What
did I just say? My big brother bought me a tape. My first time hearing hip hop. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Next up was Tupac. That's what I just said. I mean, legendary.
Yeah. Doggy Style is way up there for me.
Me too.
It's just a great album.
It's one of the great albums of all time.
It doesn't mean that I'm saying that I can live my whole life with no Eminem music. It doesn't mean that. That's not what I'm saying. I would never say anything like that, because then that wouldn't be true.
And that's what people understand. I don't understand why they understood that. Like, people are just, I think they were just ready to, they waited on anything to hate it on you. I think people were mad. They already hated you.
And that's sure. And that's cool. I think that we're all triggered right now. We're all triggered right now. Some of them are probably just, like, displeased with the way that I've been behaving throughout the whole pandemic. And this is how they lash out. You know what I mean? And that's cool, man. If that makes you feel better, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just don't look for it to affect me in any way. It doesn't affect me in any way. It doesn't affect me in any way because it's not important to me. Like, where Marshall is in my top 5 is not an important thing in my life. That's not important to me. I understand that. You know what I mean? That's an opinion that we have as hip hop fans.
Yeah, I agree with that. I said that in my reaction to the Snoop Dogg interview. That, I don't have a problem with him saying Eminem is not in his top 10 or top 5, whatever it was. Because we all like different things. And that's totally cool. I'll I'll put my reaction to that interview up at the end of this reaction, so y'all can just click on the little box at the end of this reaction and watch that reaction to Snoop if you want to. Because we all, I mean, I'm not going to get mad at somebody because their top 5 is different than my top 5. That's stupid and childish. That'd be like me saying, hey girl, what's your favorite color? And then she's like, red. And then I'm like, well, you're wrong and that's messed up. And your favorite color should be black because that's what my favorite color is. Now, how dumb and petty and childish does that sound? Stupid, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
My people are dying right now. I don't give a fuck about who's the best rapper. I don't care about that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like if you're gonna go out of your way to create a problem.
I don't remember if I told y'all this, but this interview just happened September 25th. So it's just been, 4 or 5 days ago.
Well, at least in your mind, a problem. It would seem like you wouldn't want to create a problem between me and the person who our relationship is doing more good for public relations than it is bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that union, me and him together, what we do is we bring groups of people together to agree on something. And that's a step going in the right direction. That's what that is.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? And I'm not Royce. I'm never gonna waver, man. I'm always gonna be Royce the 5'9", man. And I'm not afraid of losing anything. I'm not afraid of losing any fans. I'm not afraid of anything, man. I'm just not. I'm here. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be. I was who I was before I got here, man. Like this is ordained by God. This is not me trying hard. This is just what it is. You know what I mean? So peace and love to everybody, man. I got nothing but love in my heart for anybody that follows me and anybody that engages me in any sort of way. I think it's all healthy. You know, maybe my I don't give a fuck switch is different from yours. You know what I mean? My I don't give a fuck switch is always going to be what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm never going to pander to you. I'm never going to pander to white people. I'm never going to do any of those things. I don't give a fuck what you think in your mind. Marshall's his best friend, so he should be acting like this. I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think that way, though. I don't think, oh, well, Marshall, Eminem is Royce the 5'9"'s best friend, so Royce the 5'9" should act like this, and Eminem should act like that. That's never even been, like, a thought at all. And I don't even know what he's talking about. What would people think he's supposed to act like? I don't get that. Y'all explain that to me in the comments, because I do not get that at all. Like, at all. And as I've said in other reactions, I despise racism. Despise it. No matter who it's aimed towards or who it's coming from. I hate all of it. Racism and discrimination of any kind. I hate it all. Period.
Never going to do that. So if you're looking for that, you're going to be let down. And that's really all I can say.
And to quote you, that line that you have, how can I be a yes man 24/7? I stay in the know. So I think that can put a little bow on that. That was a dope line too. I love it.
That was a bar.
Yo, what's good?
That was a bar.
I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be releasing more clips of my interview.
Y'all go check out his other videos. He's got a Royce the 5'9" on quarantine, therapy, sobriety, and Eminem's best advice. Royce the 5'9" song Structure Tabernacle, the Allegory, and album, which the Allegory is Royce's album he dropped this year, which is one of the best albums of the year in my opinion. Royce the 5'9" breaks down an Eminem verse with him, and then Kill Shot lyrics breakdown why it's better than Rap Devil. I watched that. That one's an older video, and I watched that, and he did a hell of a job breaking that down. Unabashedly Reggie is an amazing channel. Again, the link to this is in the description box, so y'all make sure y'all click on it. Go show him some love. Again, do y'all think I'm a fan or a stan? And what are y'all? Also, what do y'all think about what was said about Eminem fans and stuff like that? What do y'all think about what Royce said? I've already given y'all my opinion. For the most part, I agreed with him when it came to police brutality and things like that, all that stuff. But when it came to generalizing Eminem fans slash stans, whatever you want to call it, into one group like that and saying, you know, we all think that a black person should act a certain way around Eminem just because they're, I mean, I don't get that at all. Like, at all. So that's, you know, that's my big complaint about this whole thing, is that I don't understand that I don't like that. I don't like it when people generalize everybody into one group like that. Stereotype, you know, one group of people. Anyway, but comment below y'all's thoughts. Like this video on your way out. A lot more important than you think. And please subscribe to my channel, y'all. April G Squad. Peace out. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Peace out.